There's been massive immigration from all over the UK, from parts of Europe, and more recently from parts of the rest of the world. And it means that within a few miles of here, there's every sort of music you could possibly wish to hear. What more can someone working in the music industry ask?
The only thing in our minds was trying to play reggae, really. It was learning to play because we didn't play any instruments, you know. We wanted to play reggae. No other kind of music. There was never a discussion, you know. No. Do we do funk or do we do this? We were trying to play reggae. The end result was what came out, you know, was us trying to play reggae. All through our careers, I think we've been terrified of being fashionable, you know, of being the in band, because the longer you go on in the game, the longer you see people who are the fashion of, you know, the flavour of the month, and you know they're only going to be there for 6 months, and they're having a great time now, but, you know, it doesn't last. And, you know, we've steadfastly refused to be, you know, the flavour of the month. Every country that's into reggae, like New Zealand, like Holland, you know, there are lots of countries around the world that are totally into reggae, and there we are accepted completely as the #1 reggae band in the world. In Britain, we're a pop group, and there's a world of difference, you know.
Why do you control everything yourselves?
Because if you want a job doing, you have to do it yourself. At least that way, the left hand knows what the right hand's doing.
We were just always paranoid, weren't we? When we started off, we just didn't trust anybody, so we
terrified of
did it
not
all
having
ourselves.
control, you know. We didn't want anybody telling us how we'd got to play or how we'd got to do this, or a little bit more lead guitar, you know, or any of that, which is...
Can you leave that ump chart out?
You know, yeah, forget the offbeat thing, you know, a bit more, and all that. And we've had that, we've heard it, you know, people have tried it with us, and it's never washed, you know. We're very sort of self-occupied.
And we do enjoy the work. It's
arrogant is the word. That's what we are. We've always been an arrogant band, and you have to have an element of that, because if you don't, you just get walked all over. You know, you get lousy deals, and you work in the business for years and end up earning nothing. You know, whereas then the producers get all the money, etc. We produce ourselves. We write our own stuff. You know,
publish it ourselves.
We publish it. We've got our own studios, and we just keep, you know, reinvesting and keeping ourselves.
We can make mistakes without getting the sack.
And what's starting to happen, slowly, but it's happening, is that naturally kids from the Caribbean, kids from Asia that now live in Britain, are living next door to each other and starting to check each other's music out.
The stars shine so bright, but they're fading after dawn.
From when we was at school, we used to have a school disco. I think it was like a Tuesday afternoon and like a Thursday night. And I was listening to virtually everybody from Eric Donaldson, Gregory Isaacs.
Yeah. And when we were young as well,
Mighty Diamonds, Paragons.
Everything.
Everybody before Bob Marley.
Basically, you know, that's it. We grew up listening to reggae from, you know, when your formative years, 10, 11, or even younger in Ali's case, because as soon as I got into reggae, then I'm playing my younger brothers the same music, you know. And it was, at that point, it was an alien, when we moved into the area, it was an alien form of music. But we were
and therefore it was the coolest?
We just, well, I don't know whether it was cool, because as far as I was concerned, I was going to a school that was out of the area, and everybody thought I was a total lunatic, because I only listened to this funny stuff that was made by black men, you know. This funny, because it had a funny bounce and you couldn't dance to it and all that, you know, because everybody else was into rock music or pop music. And I was a sort of an oddity at the school I was going to. But where I lived, which was sort of 5 miles away and in a multiracial area, it was perfectly normal to listen to reggae, you know. That's what you heard.
What was your father's reaction to all this? Because your father was a legendary folk group.
Well, yes, he was a traditional folk singer, as well as being a contemporary folk writer. He was into traditional folk music.
It was our granddad that really gave us a hard time, where every Hogmanay we have to get together with all the rest of the Campbells. And,
we have to.
Well, we had to. And, you know, you have to do a song or whatever, you know, that's, you know, in our family, everybody sang, you know, traditional stuff and all that. And me, Robin and Dunk did a version of Village Ghettoland by Stevie Wonder, just a 3-part harmony. And after we'd finished it, my granddad went, "What beautiful voices, lads. But it's a shame that you're singing such crap." And we were like mortified about it because we thought we sounded good, you know.
Would you like to go with me down my dead-end street? Would you like to come with me to Village Ghettoland? See the people lock their doors while robbers laugh and steal. Beggars watch and eat their meals from garbage cans. Broken glasses everywhere. It's a bloody scene. Killing plagues the citizens and lets their own police. Children play with rusty cars. Swords cover their hands. Politicians laugh and drink, drunk to old demand. Families buying dog food now. Starvation roams the street. Babies die before they're born, infected by the greed. Now some folks say that we should be glad for what we have. Tell me, would you be happy in Village Ghettoland?